morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Didn't realise we'd have to build in an extra 30 seconds for Katie to take the first Twitter photograph. How exciting is this? Welcome to the first University of Manchester Library Annual Conference. I'm really thrilled that you've all responded with typical enthusiasm to this idea, one of many born in lockdown. Library exec and I were determined that when we all came back on campus, we'd make it as special and as memorable as possible, and that's what today is about. We wanted to be together, hence the name of our conference. I was certain everybody would get behind the idea, but could not have hoped for the response you've given us. Almost our entire staff are with us here today, and we were inundated with more than 50 submissions for posters, presentations, lightning talks, and breakout discussions. Perhaps most inspiring though, and I read through them all in my office, were the almost 100 nominations made on behalf of individuals and teams, frequently from other parts of the library to the nominee, to our inaugural Rylands Awards. And we've got that to look forward to later. I've never been more impressed or more moved by what a library community has said about each other. So many people have contributed to the event today from right across our library, but I will take a moment to embarrass a couple of people. In terms of thanking the conference planning team, Katie Wolfenden, Pamela Morris, Deborah Morrissey, Michelle Sharples and Sam Ashton. Michelle and Sam have done an amazing job in bringing this conference to light, and we're all indebted to Pamela, as always, not least because without her there would be no venue and nothing to eat. Can I take this opportunity on behalf of Katie, myself and Library Exec to ask you to give the conference team a big round of applause. There are very few libraries in this country that would have the breadth and depth of capacity and activity to warrant holding an internal conference. It's my profound privilege to be a part of Manchester's library. Without question, one of the great libraries of the world, but also perhaps one with something even more special than our collections. When we launched Imagine 2030, I received a text message from the director of an important library in the south of England, one that isn't Oxford. It said simply, "Fantastic, Chris. This vision could only come from Manchester." This sums up what is special about our library, the spirit of Manchester, and why there's a programme of work in Imagine 2030 with that title. That spirit, which meant we were for a while the only major research library open in the pandemic, and for a long time the first to be open 24/7 during the crisis, is the same spirit which means we are part of our students' lives, not just of their work. It means we are able to deliver a research environment almost unparalleled in the UK or anywhere in the world. It drives us to reach out into every community, and perhaps especially those communities for whom a library such as ours might seem irrelevant or simply an impossible dream. That is the spirit of Manchester. That is why we come to work, and why we believe our great library resonates throughout our university, city, region, and beyond, across the UK and internationally. We'll hear much more about this work today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for believing in our vision. Thank you for being special. Thank you for being together. Have a great day. Thank you. It's a real privilege to hand over to the person who makes a lot of this happen, Patrick.
Good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to see you all here in person together for your first annual conference. There are just 4 key things that I'd like to share with you, most of which you will already believe in and know about. The first thing is that the library is very much at the heart of our university, at the heart of our community. Inspires our students, inspires our staff, supports them to be as great as they can possibly be. I know that's self-evident, but it's always good and it's important to say that, and at opportunities like this to reflect on that. And thank you all so much for making the library the heart of our university. The second thing I want to say is that the library plays an important role regionally, nationally, and internationally. At all levels, the library, makes a really important contribution to our local communities, to our national endeavour, and we are a national library in the north, and also internationally with our international peers and partners. Our library, under Chris's leadership, has continued to grow in strength and reputation, and that's really amazing. The third thing I want to say is that as a member of the SLT, I want to reassure you of our commitment to the library for all the things that I've already just said. Our library is very, very important to us, and we're committed to continuing to invest in the library, and we hope one day that we will have a wonderful new library to support all of you and all of your work. The last thing I'd like to do before I hand back to Katie is, this is your conference, your day, and I hope you all have a wonderful time. But if you forgive me, I want to just acknowledge Chris's leadership of the library. I'm going to take, I don't often do this, but I am going to take credit for seeing the potential in Chris and being part of his appointment to this key leadership role in our university. But Chris has really exceeded all expectations and continues to do so. I think today is just one example and reflection of his incredible leadership, alongside his incredible leadership team in our library. And I, for one, feel very proud of our library, proud of the leadership team, and proud of all of you. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic day. I'm pleased that Pamela brought in the coolers for you, otherwise this would become unbearable within an hour or two. Do have a fantastic day. The posters down at the back are really fascinating. Some of them are very, very interesting. The APC one, who did the one on APC and open access? That was really interesting, actually. So I took a photograph of that. Anyway, listen, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.